All right, we're live from Eastern Long Island with another edition of Talking Stocks. Dr. J and Professor Spike, Kamal can't make it today,
Hello, everybody.
so we'll have to carry on without him.
Yes, we will.
Yeah. So today, did you worry about bank failures today?
I was not worried about bank failures today,
Were you worried about the debt ceiling today?
only because that's what they were harping about when I woke up this morning and started watching the news.
Were you worried about recession?
I know it's going to happen. I'm not even worried. It's a
Not even
foregone
worried.
conclusion as far as I'm concerned.
And is
Foregone.
there anything to worry about? Because this market's been climbing a wall of worry.
You know something? I'm not really worried about this brinksmanship over the debt. I'm really not. But if Wall Street starts to worry about it, then I'll be worried about it. Just like when my wife gets worried about something that I don't care about, eventually I have to care about it.
Should I take my money out of treasuries and put it in my mattress?
No, we'll be safe. Well, how much more than $250,000 do you have in every bank anyway?
Well, I don't think it matters if the treasuries default. I think you're screwed, right?
The Treasury's default, but your money in the bank is FDIC
Yeah.
insured.
What does that got to do with treasuries? If you buy through Treasury Direct, it's not in the bank.
Yes, but it's the United States,
Good faith of the U.S.
the
government.
good faith, exactly. They'll make oh yeah, could you actually imagine the United States defaulting on its bullshit bonds that they give to regular people?
Well, Janet Yellen said that come June 1st, there won't be any more money to pay bills.
Right. So
If you believe her,
luckily,
we're not going to
luckily
get.
your bonds won't become due until well after that gets
Well, what
resolved.
if you have a bond that's coming due in June?
If you have a bond that's coming due in June, you have to wait to get paid till July.
You think that's the extent of it?
Yep,
Oh.
absolutely.
I have a bond that's coming due in July, another one coming due at May 25th. I'm not too worried about May 25th.
Right.
July, I'm a little concerned. I shouldn't be?
You should not be.
Okay. All right. Tom is with us today. Haven't seen Tom in a while.
Yeah. Got out of Fubo. Which one was Fubo?
I don't know. Chart it.
Might as well. We don't really have a big list today.
The only thing I put down is spiders. I want to talk spiders, maybe Qs. I want to
Sure.
talk CRISPR and sava.
Yeah, and just IWM for my own
You
info.
hit the daily. You hit the daily double today, didn't you?
I did. I have both of those guys.
Yeah.
So now I'm only losing now I'm only losing a lot. No,
Instead
but
of
I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
yeah, today was a good day.
Actually, I recently, based on the advice of our audience, I said the ones that I like that are down, I'm going to average down a little bit. And so CRISPR is one I averaged down on just recently. I didn't do it with Sava though, but I'm still happy.
I don't own any Sava anymore, but I might get back in. The news on Sava was not AD related.
No,
You want to take a look?
sure.
Look it up and tell everybody a bedtime story. Why I went up there.
Once upon a time. All right, I'll take a look.
There's another indication that simufilm works for. Apparently. Hello, Skyline. Hello to all our viewers watching live and not live. Those of you who are coming on later to watch us, welcome. If you've never watched us before, you don't know what you're missing. Right, Professor Spike?
You're missing a laugh a minute.
At least laugh a minute. So you could laugh at me. I'll just take my hat off. That's what you do it. The only reason I'm wearing a hat is to cover my messed up hair. But if I take my hat off to show everyone, then what's the good? Doesn't work anymore. I want to get to the drawing board.
I have to stop doing experiments.
Yeah, you could experiment all you want.
No, all I did was go on Yahoo and it just blew out my system.
Ah, all right. So I'm going to get to the drawing board. It's called otherwise known as the charts.
Gotcha.
You know, most of the BS on YouTube these days are not technical analysts. They're all guys that like to talk, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about. I try to listen. I can't listen to most of them. There's only one that I kind of can listen to. You know which one?
No.
It's not Kevin.
Oh,
Kevin,
Kevin.
I can't listen to Kevin. I can't listen to that guy that talks for an hour and a half that says nothing. Taggett, Adam Taggett, Wealthy on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got guys on to talk with him that don't know anything, uh, financial advisors or something, whatever they are. I mean, he sounds intelligent, but he says nothing. I guess I shouldn't say that. His guests have opinions, I suppose, but I can't listen to it. And the one that I can listen to, I think he knows a lot, is Adam Koo. But then again, it's he's a technician,
Uh-huh.
so
I see.
I
Yeah,
can relate to him.
that's the hook for you.
I think he's decent. He's not always right, but who the hell is?
Yeah. I don't mind listening to Consuelo Mac on a weekly basis.
Uh,
Whatever gets you.
Skyline is going all the way with Sava, all the way to 1,000. And why not? If the Alzheimer's drug proves true to be really good, it'll hit 1,000.
1,000.
I cashed at 123.
Right.
I have a particular fondness for Sava.
Right. I got at around the same time. I got. Yeah. No, I did. I did very. I got very happy with that in terms of.
We both bought at 12, and then I bought more at 8. I don't know about you. I don't remember if you did, but I sold it. The last part of my tranche, I sold at 123. So
Right. No, I bought a bunch at around 70 again.
I could easily
Thinking
see
I could take the
it
ride.
could easily go to 1,000 if it's got a killer Alzheimer's drug.
Yeah. Well,
What was the news today? New indication, right?
like I said, I tried looking and then my system blew up, so I'm not doing it again.
Oh, I'm gonna look at my phone because other people can read from their phones. I can do the same.
You can.
Well, the ones I just loused up, they do it all the time. They read from their phones. All right, I'll tell you in a second what the deal is with Sava. I'm getting it from Ameritrade.
Okay.
They have all the headlines in the world. Sava. The deal is Wainwright reiterated a target of 124.
Really?
That's a nice reason to go up. What else? New data by academic researchers highlights biological activity of simufilm on filament A. What does that mean in English?
It sounds like flim flam to me. Actually, I'm reading it. It looks like flim flam.
Yeah. Central
All those M's and
factor.
F's and L's.
It's a central factor influencing pituitary tumor cell behavior. So that's the
Okay.
deal. It's the guy they found an they found an endocrine reason to go up. It has
It had nothing to do with Alzheimer's.
no.
Wow. Okay.
They show an in vitro drug effect for simufilm in a pathway outside of neurodegeneration. So they're talking about for pituitary cancer
Wow.
down the
Okay.
road. That sounds interesting.
Sure.
I mean,
I like to have a double hitter or a triple hitter.
yeah, let's take a look at the chart on it. All right. I'm screen sharing, so let me,
Yeah, you're screen sharing.
yeah, let me do that and get right to Sava's chart. I got out of it right about what it's trading at or higher, so I can get back in at any time.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I think I got out well above where it is now. At least I started to anyway. I got out a little bit at a time, just like I,
Yeah, no, I kept on going in and out. So I
yeah.
mean those first $18 and $15 shares are long gone.
The Dow was hardly down. It's basically flat. The S&P was down 0.5%. Nasdaq a little bit more than that. Almost a flat kind of day. I was up nicely today because of crisp, not sava. I
Right.
didn't have the daily. I didn't have the daily double like you.
Like me.
Yeah. Let me put sava in. I hardly wait. See some upward move.
15%. Nice.
Very nice. Very nice move. It's a nice move up, considering how it's been languishing. And look, the news. Did the news break later in the day? Look at that. It had been down. It
I
had been
guess it was sort of yeah, look at that.
just a yo-yo day, I suppose. Just a
Yeah, it
yo-yo
was
day.
something around noonish.
Yo-yo day because it opened here. Yeah, just a yo-yo day. Am I on the minutes?
You are, but you're starting at noon.
Let me find the daily. I don't know. I'm not a day trader, so the
I hear
minutes
you.
don't mean that much to me. It's solid green candle, as solid as I've seen for this stock in a very long time. So that's a very good sign, of course. It's taken out some highs along the way. The key high that we wanted to take out is this one, which would be at 27.33, and this one, which is at 27.20. So it's a double top right up there, 27 and change. So we want that taken out in order for it to run, let's say, up to the 2-2 high, the 2-2 high, or the 123 high. That was really nice. That was in the 30s, 35. It has the potential to retrace that whole drop. Sava gets Momo behind it. There's a lot of shorts out there that are going to fry. So it's a good idea to get back in with a break of 27 and change. I'm talking to myself
Right.
because I'm out.
Because you're trying to get yourself in.
Yeah,
Well, if you want to go to the middle that I can handle for your price. For
I'm
your
going to get back in with a break of 27.30
Oh, okay.
personally. Now you can do what you want to do. If people don't listen, you don't have to listen to me. If you're out and you want to stay out, stay out. Don't let me influence you because I often make these quick moves and then say, oh, it's not working, get the hell out. So I could be
Well,
out, and I could be
I
in and
mean,
out and in and out.
who are the most promising players in the Alzheimer's space, independent of this pituitary thing?
Outside
Um,
of Lilly at this point,
it's Sava and it's the one that just went up just now.
Anavex went up, didn't it?
Anavex went up a little bit, yeah.
Anavex would be another player.
Well, I'm talking about Lilly. Lilly
Well,
has,
Lilly is a big player.
yeah, but again, it's only spit in their ocean. That's the downside. But they have some good news there.
So I can summarize Sava very easily. Buy above 27.50 and hold, not to sell. Just like the fellow that just came on the show,
Right.
you're going for the moon if you're in this one. It's a moonshot.
It's a moonshot. Very good. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, if 1,000 is actually not infeasible. That would be wonderful.
That's right. It's within the realm of possibility.
There
What's the
goes
market cap on this thing?
I'll have to check. Let me look.
Probably about $1 billion.
Yeah, about that. 965 mil.
So 40 times would be a $40 billion stock. Easy. Just on one killer drug, it's possible. If they have the answer, if their drug is universally taken practically.
Yeah. The last, I've still been saying that it's gonna end up being a cocktail. It's just a question of which ingredients. If this ends up being one of the ingredients in the cocktail, that'd be wonderful.
Well, it may eventually be a cocktail, but for now, I think whatever drug stands out will be dominant.
Well, so far we have the one from Biogen.
That one is
And the one from
meaningless. Meaningless.
No, there were two from Biogen. Remember, the first one was
one is worse. One is worse than the other.
okay.
So I rule them out.
All right, then you got Lilly's, which still causes some swelling.
Yeah, but Lilly is more feasible. The Lilly drug. In any event, sava looks like it has the fewest side effects and the best results so far. So they would be the leading candidate down the road. I don't know how much down the road, maybe a couple of years from now, they could be approved. Year and a half. It's hard to say. So the thing is, it's still a ways to go, and you're going to suffer ups and downs along the way. Today's news about pituitary cancer, yawn, doesn't mean a thing, unfortunately.
Right.
What does matter is something like what we saw. The one of the brokerages gave a target of 125 or something like that.
Right.
That matters.
Right. You'll put some real numbers to it.
Yeah. UNG, I told everyone to buy in the sixes. I didn't buy myself. How do you like that? I'm giving advice.
Oh, that's right. I lost that symbol. You told me to buy that, but it looks like I still have plenty of opportunity.
Yeah. So, I mean, I still think it's a buy, but whether I will do it or not, I'm not sure. You get. I hate these ETFs that have the what do you call it? Contango effect, where they got to rebuy every time the futures get a new contract.
Oh.
Yeah, it's no good. It's tough to make a living with them. Anyway, I didn't even mean to show you UNG, so let's get out of that.
Oh yeah, we were going to look at Fubo for Tom.
Fubo?
Well, you remember he said he was bailing, and so the question was how much suffering you did up until that point.
All right, Fubo.
Curtis is telling us that PLX PDUFA is tonight.
Good luck on that one, Curtis. I hope
PLX, right?
Hope it's approved. Very volatile, this one.
Oh, Fubo, yeah.
Very volatile. It's on the daily, right? I'm on the daily.
Now still in the minute.
Now this is a daily.
Yeah, okay. I thought Fubo was just another one of the this is the TV network. These days I looked, it's creeping up, I can see that, but I'm a little hesitant. I love media, but I'm thinking TV might not be the place to be right now.
Yeah, I'm not big on anything streaming or any of that stuff.
My Warner Brothers is down. My the other one.
You own Paramount?
Yeah,
you own Paramount?
I own a little bit, I think.
That's another one that took a hit.
Yeah.
I
just have them because I like media and I like TV, so I figured long term that should be my portfolio.
When is Disney?
I'm not looking to day trade that one at all.
Disney's earnings this week, right?
Disney didn't earn yet.
I don't think they came out yet.
Let me see.
Well, with this one, Tom sold everything already,
Yeah, he
right?
bailed, right.
So what's the point?
Oh, it was just to look at it.
The chart finally
It was just something to talk about.
the chart finally looks decent, but I don't want to make Tom feel bad. You sold, you sold. It looks like it's
I don't have
showing
a date. I don't have a date for the earnings on
it looks like it's showing a little bit of life. I wouldn't personally go into it, but it looks all right. Um, PLX, any news
PLX and
on it?
ImGen, right? Actually, he's doing, and he's also GMDA is one to
Well,
look at.
why don't we do what we said we were going to do? CRISPR.
Yeah, let's do CRISPR. I mean, you remember, Curtis had a pretty good month so far. That's why it was.
Curtis is on fire.
Yeah.
Anything he touches lately. CRISPR had a hell of a move. Sava had a hell of a move. But
Yeah,
CRISPR,
nice 13% growth.
CRISPR doesn't have any analyst brokerages coming out with $123 targets.
No, they just liking the technology.
Yeah.
Oh, this was that right? This is when you said it was coming out of your downward trend.
Yeah, we called
Coming out
this
of the
one,
downward trend like gangbusters.
we called this one back here on 428.
Well, even later than that, right? Even more recently, when
Yeah, but
when that red candle pulled out of the range.
I have evidence that I called it on 428. You see that arrow?
Yeah, the arrow, right? Of course.
Yeah. So that's my hard evidence.
Well, there you go.
Of
You
course,
should have taken your own advice, my friend.
yeah, I should have added. But I've been adding all along, so I'm all right. I like the fact that it took out the high from what date is that? 11/15/2022.
Mm-hmm.
That high is $64.22. I think you took it out during the day.
Yeah, there's a little bit of line there.
64.25. It took it out. The question is, will it form a double top or will it continue on up tomorrow? Mañana is significant. I guess if you have a big gain on this, not unreasonable to take a little profits.
Right, to trim the rip.
Yeah, it's not unusual. It would be reasonable to take a little bit off the table. So I probably won't, but it certainly would be reasonable if you want to do that. By the way, our opinions strictly our own, not investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting. Do your own due diligence. Tell people about us. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Hit the like button. Hit any button you can find. Whatever buttons there are. Belly button.
Not the red button.
Belly button's good. All right. All right. So that's CRISPR. CRISPR's flying to the moon. Gene editing. Gene investing. We got to get him back on sooner or later.
Right. Do you want to do edit just to see if there's if there's something more?
His two favorites are Antalya and Beam.
Oh, that's right. So why don't you do Antalya then? Because you still own that one, right?
All right. Yeah, I still own that one. Antalya and Beam. All right. I'll do edit also for you. I'm out of that one. Very nice move. It was.
Yeah, that was another one that I sort of that averaged down a little bit on the advice.
This one was quite a bit lower. I remember.
Yeah,
I think it was around 6, wasn't it?
Yep.
Let's see what it was just 2 weeks ago. Low of 765. No, low of
570, 5 and something right there.
636, if my vision's right.
Okay. Yep.
So it made a really nice pop. 66% move up. Nice. And there it is. There's the move. It broke out from this. it made a protracted bottom right here
Right.
and
It
broke
was
out.
bottom. It was bottoming.
Protracted consolidation at 760,
Right.
and it took off. So that's that one, and Intalia,
Right. NTLA. It's. I
and
think was that your favorite of this gang?
my favorite is CRISPR. Gene editing's favorite is Beam,
Oh,
really.
his favorite Beam. Right. You like this one too, though.
Oh yeah, he's got all his money mainly in these two. After hours, continuing on up a little bit. I got to keep hitting the
Yeah, I
one
know
year.
it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Nice candle, but nothing to write home about.
Maybe if you log in, it'll remember you.
Maybe. It's nothing to write home about, today's action.
Right.
It's not showing the same kind of verve that Crisp is showing. But Editas made a nice spurt up.
Yeah, it's a little sympathy.
Yeah, I own this one. I added a little about a week ago to this one. So today it was only up 2% compared to Editas 7%, compared to CRISPR's 13%. Sava's 15%. BioTrack is starting to look interesting. We should look at XBI.
XBI, right?
Yeah. Maybe it's time for a Labu play or XBI. Labu. XBI. I think it's up about significantly off the bottom. Up another 1% today. And don't forget, today was not a good day in general. Look at that staircase up.
Yeah.
Looks quite nice. The bottom on 3/24, my birthday, was, where's the low? 72.44. That's just a month ago, so a month and a half. 72 to 86. That's a nice move up. It's exactly 20%, exactly. It's looking good. I think it's going to challenge, if not take out, the $92 up here. So I'm liking the looks of this chart. $92 before this one gets exhausted, if it gets exhausted. More to come. Why should it?
Right. I mean, with drips and drabs of good news.
Yeah, why should it stop here?
Why don't we take a look at GDMA? Because that's one of Curtis's latest that we had. I don't know if we had even looked at it. Or GMDA, sorry.
GNBA? I never heard.
GMDA.
GM?
Yeah. General Motors DA. GMDA. DA, like Da, like Daddy. Not Goomba. DA, yeah, there you go. Did we look at that one? To meet
Oh
us.
yeah, we looked at this before, but
We
I
have
don't know.
looked at this
I
one.
don't know if it was Curtis or not. But
Yeah, no, Curtis likes the technicals, he said.
all right, let's take a look at the technicals. Let's take a look at the testicles.
The tentacles.
Yeah, it's got to get past the 200, and it could really take off. The 200 is a big barrier here.
Well, but you got it looks like you got a little bit of a banner, a pennant sort of.
Yeah,
form.
you have a pennant, and it's a bullish one.
Yeah, it's a bullish pennant. That's good. So yeah, the technicals are looking decent.
You still got to get past the 200 and close above it. Then we're talking, you know. Then it's got to take out this high at 219. I think it runs to 219 if it can close above the 200. Next stop, GMDA. I know there was some kind of news. They're either coming up or they passed the PDUFA. I don't know what happened. I know there
Right.
was some kind of news on this one.
He was saying PLX is having its PDUFA tonight or tomorrow.
But this is definitely tell Curtis this is definitely a bullish pennant, and like I
Yeah.
said, it's got to prove out above the 200. All right. What else? Pac West.
We're at our half hour, so
All right. So that's it. One more. Blue.
okay.
Blue or AUPH? Which one?
You could do blue since you're right on it.
We talked about blue last week. I said it looked interesting, and look at the big candle we put in.
Wow.
Yeah, blue looks good. They're competing with CRISPR for who's going to get out the sickle cell drug first. It looks good. The chart looks excellent. All right, so we'll end with blue. I didn't do SPY today. That's okay.
Right. And you didn't do marrow, which was on your list.
Oh, well, we can make a quick one for Mara.
Yeah.
Can do Mara
Since it's
real.
on your list, we don't want to have false advertising.
All right, Mara real quick. Leave site. I don't want to leave.
Yeah, Curtis said, yeah, GMDA has earnings coming up this week. So that's
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, that's what people, and I guess that's why the pennant, we have consolidation until we see.
Mara looks better than Bitcoin. If you want to play Bitcoin, just play Mara.
Is this is Marathon?
Yeah, this is a digital miner, Bitcoin miner.
Right.
I bought more today, so I like it. Making money on it. I figured I'll add a little bit. It's not going to bring my average. It's not going to affect my average much. It's got a beautiful trend line. Very nice trend line. It just looks good.
Yeah,
Bitcoin itself looks good.
Higher lows, definitely.
Yeah, Bitcoin itself looks very good, right? So this is a good way to play Bitcoin.
Better, yeah.
If it takes out, let's see, the 200 is we're going to get across with the 50? Maybe soon. It's got a lot of the technicals look good. I'd love to see it run back to the highs at 1564. That would be the place to take some off, 1550. I think it could get there. It's also a defensive play. If another bank explodes, this thing goes up.
Right. Bitcoin, I was just thinking that.
Bitcoin goes up when the banks implode for whatever reason. I'm not sure the reason, but
yeah, I can't think of anything myself.
It seems to be happening that way. So now I did everyone I advertised?
Yes, you did.
All right.
We're golden.
We're golden. All right. So that's it for today. Thank you, Snaid. We haven't seen Snaid in a while. Curtis.
Yeah, he's up on CRISPR too. Good news.
Indubitably made it.
Yeah, he made it.
He made it. Steve for the first time made it. Shorts will be scrambling.
Yeah, that's the hope.
That's the hope. Adios, amigos. Ciao.
Ciao, everybody.